First off, before I start this video, I just want to say I do not do drugs anymore. I used to do drugs when I was younger, and I do not suggest anybody do drugs. But yeah, let's get right into the story. But anyways, I'm Almighty Jesus. I don't know if I said that. Well, I know I didn't because I just started this recording. And fuck it, I'm gonna keep this recording. I was thinking about starting over, but fuck it, man. Let's just get right into it. So I don't know if y'all can tell by the title. One time I was tripping acid and my friend wanted some coke, and it was just fucking crazy, guys. But yeah, let me get right into it. So I guess I'll start off. I was tripping acid. You know, nothing really special there, just an average trip. And so I was tripping. It was like midday tripping. You know, I started tripping at like not 10 o'clock. It was probably like 1 or 2, and I was going to trip all day. So you know, I'm just there tripping, mostly by myself too. I really wasn't with anybody. But then one of my friend calls me up and he's like, "Yo, dude, what you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. I think I was literally just smoking at one of my buddy's house." I went to my buddy's house. We were watching. Oh man, I forgot the movie we were watching. We were watching some movie. You know, just smoking a blunt, having a good time. And he calls me. He's like, "Yo, dude, I want to try some coke. Do you know where to get any?" And back then I had a really like good coke plug. And so, you know, I could get coke a lot. But I was like, yeah, dude, I could get you some. He's like, "Yo, man, can you give me a gram and come over?" Like, it was him and his girlfriend and his other friend. And they're kind of like country boys. Like, because I live in Kentucky, there's a lot of country people here. And they never tried coke before. And they're like, "Dude, I want to try it. We all want to try it. I got $100. Give me a gram." And, you know, I knew I could make a little bit of money off of them. So I was like, sure, why not? Yeah, dude, I got you. So anyways, so I call my coke dude. I'm like, "Yo, dude, I need I think I bought like half an eighth, 1.75 grams, because I wanted some to myself." But anyways, he's like, "Yeah, dude, I got you. Just come over to the normal spot." So I usually go up to these apartments that we always meet at. And as I'm like, just remember I'm tripping acid, but as I'm pulling into like the parking lot, I see two little girls, like two little black girls, like just like couldn't one maybe was like the oldest had to be like maybe 12, like they're really young. And I like pull up, and it's the house he like is always at too. Like I think they were literally at his house. Well, they were, but I didn't know this at the time, and I was just tripping. So I was like, get out my phone. I'm like, "Yo, dude, I can't do this in front of kids. Like, you know, I have fucking morals. You know, I just didn't want the kids like seeing some random shit." So I get on the phone. I call him. I'm like, "Yo, dude, there's some little girls here." He's like, and I remember he got mad. He's like, "The fuck you mean there's some little girls?" I'm like, "What? There's two little girls like sitting on this front porch step where I always park. Like, all the other parking spots were taken, and it was just like I don't know if I think it was his like mom's apartment or something. There's two little girls," and he's like, I remember he got so mad at me. He's like, "The fuck you mean there's two little girls?" I was like, "Dude, there's two little girls sitting here. I don't know. That ain't code for anything. I don't know if he thought it was slang for cops or something." He's like, "What do you mean two little girls?" All they do is like a fucking 10-year-old and a 7-year-old like sitting right in front of me. He's like, "You scared?" And I was like, I like kind of like looked at my phone. I was like, "What the fuck, am I scared?" I was like, "Nah, dog, I'm not scared." He's like, "Pull up on him then." I remember he said that. He's like, "Pull up on him then." And then like me tripping and shit, I was like, I'm alright, man. I'm pulling up on him. I'm pulling up on him right now." And I like pulled into the parking spot. I was like, "Yep, dog, I'm pulled up waiting for you." Like, I don't know, dude. I just really wasn't. I'm not really too hood, I guess. But anyway, so I sit there and wait, and these little girls are like staring at me, and I'm like tripping and just like thinking about like, man, what are they thinking about right now? They're probably scared or something. But anyway, so he pulls up in a parking spot like a couple of houses down, and he walks up and he's like, so he like kind of waves his hand at me like, "Yo, what up?" So I like get out the car, and he's like, "Nah, dog, stay in the car." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, so I like close the door, and he walks into the house with these little girls. Like, he lets these little girls into the house. And I was just like, at this point, I'm just dumbfounded. I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck? Are those his like lookouts?" Like, I hope he's not like dating a 7-year-old, man. I was just tripping. I remember in my mind, I was thinking too. I was like, "Dude, is this guy like?" I didn't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was like, "Does this guy like hang out with 7-year-old girls? Is that his like deploy so the cops don't know? Like, does he always keep little girls outside his house so the cops won't come?" Like, I didn't know what the fuck to think. But anyways, I guess he gets the, you know, coke. I don't know if them girls knew, and if they did, that was kind of fucked up. But anyways, he comes back out into my car, and I told him to put in two separate bags, like a gram bag for me, for them, for my friends, and a .7 bag, and the other one like for me, because it was like 120 bucks. But anyways, I was just getting a good deal, and I was gonna kind of make some money out of it, or just get a lot of coke for cheap. But anyways, he gets in my car, and he's like, "Yo, dude, you got some trees?" Like, he always said trees, like not tree, not weed. He said trees. I was like, yeah, I got some trees. He's like, "So you gonna hook me up?" I was like, how much is it? He's like 125. I was like, are you like that was the price? Like I thought I was trying to be like, oh, are you gonna like lower the price for me? You know, I thought like this was like pay 105 and give me 2 grams and we'll call it cool. But no, he just wanted some free weed, and I was like, I don't know, like, and he's like, man, I'll just come back when you together. I was like, oh, here, and I just literally give him some free weed. I was like, hey, here you go, bro. He's like, my dog. Well, he has to say the N word, but I ain't gonna say N word. Some white. But yeah, you know, we knuckle touch, we dab up, and you know, I pull out just like I pulled in. But anyway, so I leave and I call up my friend. I'm like, yo, dude, I got it. He's like, awesome, bro. Come on over. So I get to his house, and I get in his house, and the thing is, I never told him I was tripping. So this next part seemed extremely crazy to him. But anyways, so I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, yo, can you show me how to do it? And the first thing I do is I gave him the wrong bag. Like, one bag was a .7, and the other bag was a gram. And if you don't understand that, like, I don't know, one was 70%, the other one was 100. Like, I guess that's the easy way to put it. But yeah, anyways, it was short. Like, but he's never even bought coke before, so he had no fucking clue. But anyways, I knew, and so I gave him the short bag on accident. And so I'm like, dude, I need a plate or like something to break it down on. Like, I could have just used the table, but you know, I'm just fucking tripping. So he gives me like a plate that's like halfway a bowl. Like, it was curved and shit. Like, it was just not. Like, if you know anything about coke, you kind of want a flat surface to break it down on, and you want to use a credit card and like smush it down because it's kind of comfy. But anyways, I don't know why I'm telling y'all about coke. Don't ever do it. But anyways, so I get out the plate, I put the fucking little coke on it, and I start like trying to break it down with a credit card, but it's like bent. Like, the credit card keeps. Sorry guys, a burp. But anyway, sorry. But yeah, the plate was like bent. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I can't. Like, it was so hard to break it down. I was like, dude, you got another plate? He's like, why do you need 2 plates? Like, he thought I was gonna do some like a crazy shit with like a tube or something, like trying to cook the man. I was like, nah, man, this one's just a little too round. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll get you another plate. So he gives me another plate, and oh my god, dude, I was so shitty at it. Like, I poured it into the plate, half the like coke stuck on the table, and I was trying to get it off, and it was like kind of getting lost in the air, and like the card was like flicking, you know, like, dude, it's fucking horrible. I was doing it so bad, and I could tell that they're just looking at me. They're like, what the fuck's up with this guy? So then, you know, the coke eventually gets onto the other plate, and I'm like, damn, dude, a lot of that fell out. I was like, oh, here, bro, a little bit fell out. So I get out. Then I realized at that point, I was like, oh, shit, dude, I had their bag. I gave them my bag. Like, dude, I was just like, oh, shit. So I give them a big-ass clump, and they're looking at me like, holy shit, that's a lot. And then I'm like, then I proceed to, like, this was actually a good play. So I was, like, breaking it down and shit. And then I'm like, I remember I said this, and this what made me think, that made them think I was crazy. I was like, man, this shit would be a lot easier if this shit wasn't, like, moving around and not fucking changing colors, like blue and red and shit, and all vibrating. And, like, I was just saying, like, what it looked like to me. To me, the coke looked like it was, like, purple and green, and it looked like it kept moving. And at that point, like, I remember her girlfriend was, like, she was kind of, like, we were on, like, countertop. She kind of had, like, her elbows on the table, like, kind of hunched over looking at me. And at that point, she kind of, like, got up and, like, you know, like, twisted her head back. Not twisted her head, but, you know, she, like, kind of leaned her head back and was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, yeah, guys. Yeah, dude, I'm tripping acid. I'm sorry. They're like, oh, damn, dude, we thought you were fucking crazy. And they're like, hope you're usually not that bad at doing that. Like, but I wanted to say, like, how the fuck do you know I'm bad at breaking down coke? You never seen anybody do it. What if everybody does it like this? Like, you gotta waste, like, half of it just to get it ready. But, yeah. But anyways, then we start doing it, and the thing is, like, first they did it, and then I did a little bit, but it really didn't do much, like, cause it didn't, like, affect me, really. Like, well, it did, but I was on acid mostly, so the acid trip was taking it over. And they started doing it, and then I remember just seeing, like, thing about coke, like, if you ever tried it, like, from my experience, like, you feel really good for maybe 10 to 30 minutes, and after that, you kind of feel, like, depressed and really shitty, like, you keep on chasing the high. Like, you just want more and more and more. Like, you're not going to do coke one night and be like, oh, finally, I've done enough. You're always going to be like, damn, man, I wish I had some more. I wish I had some more. That's why I don't do it anymore. And I don't want to do it, dude. It's a fucking horrible thing. But, yeah. And I just remember they're like, do you want more? I was like, nah, man, I'm just tripping. So I just, like, kind of sat down on their couch. They had a bong. You know, I was ripping their bong a little bit. And then, like, I could just tell, like, just, like, the vicious cycle they were getting into. Like every like 10 minutes they would go up back up there and like break down some more, snort it, and then they're like all feeling all good, being really talkative. Then like 20 minutes passes and they like, they start feeling shitty, so they run back, do some more. I remember by the end of that night, like I hanged out with them for like maybe an hour or so. It was a nice place to chill. By the end of the night, they bought that whole bag, the rest of the bag for me. Like they were like, "You got more?" I was like, "Yeah, I got this bag left." They're like, "How much is that?" I was like, the funny thing is half of it was theirs. I was like, "Oh shit, I'll sell you it for $50." And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here, let me get it." And I remember I was like, "Do y'all want to smoke some weed? Do y'all want to do anything?" They're like, "Nah." And by the end of the night too, they're like, "Dude, can you find us some more?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, I can't. The dude's asleep." Like I just didn't want to fucking do it. And it was just a weird ass experience, especially from the dude telling me to pull up on them little black girls. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pulling up right now." I don't know, man. It was a fucking crazy time. Hope y'all enjoyed the story. Follow me on fucking, y'all know the spiel, like Twitter, fucking Instagram. Add me on PSN. Let's play some Call of Duty together, guys. But yeah, dude, this been Almighty Jesus. I'm out of here. See y'all.